who are the true, the biblical people of the Bible, we don't see this. We don't realize that the Most High is showing us that we are supposed to be keeping the Sabbath day, right? So let's read that, Colossians 3:17.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 17. Whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all by SHAM, YAHAWASHI, giving thanks to the Most High power and the Father by it.
So whatever we do in word and in deed, we do all by the name of SHAM, YAHAWASHI. What does this mean? We filter all our actions, all our words, the things we say through SHAM, YAHAWASHI. All our deeds, which is the things we do, the actions, we filter it through SHAM, YAHAWASHI, right? But ask yourself, are you filtering all your words and your deeds through the Son? Are you? Are you filtering your words and your deeds through the Son? We have to come back to who we are as a people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So today we're going to talk about disobedience, right? Because the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans do not filter all their words and their actions through SHAM, YAHAWASHI. Give me the book of Exodus chapter 24 and verse 7.
Exodus chapter 24, verse 7. He took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said, all that the Most High has said we will do, and be obedient.
So you see that? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are the Israelites according to the Bible, you made a covenant, right? An agreement with the Most High saying, all that you say we will do and be obedient, right? Read that again, brother.
Exodus chapter 24, verse 7. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said, all that the Most High has said we will do, and be obedient.
No, some things.
All that he said we will do, and be obedient.
Only if I'm feeling well, I'll do it.
All that he said we will do, and be obedient.
Right, so everything that the Most High said we will do and be obedient. Verse 8.
Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, behold, the blood of the covenant, which the Most High has made with you concerning all these words.
So it said the blood of the covenant. It's like it's a blood oath. You remember back in the day you had something called blood brothers? Where you'll kind of like prick your finger to you and your best friend and y'all put y'all finger together. Well, guess what? This is a blood oath, right? The blood of the covenant which was sprinkled over the children of Israel. Let's see what the blood actually represents. Go to the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 11. Let's see what the actual blood is, right?
Revelation chapter 12, verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
They overcame them by the blood of the Lamb, right? Who's the Lamb? The Lamb is the Son of the Most High, YAHAWASHI, right? You got a second? 1 second, brother. For the words of the Most High. See that? You don't got a second to hear the words of the Most High. Read that again, brother.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto the death.
You see that? We overcame by the blood of YAHAWASHI. That's the blood that we were reading about in the book of Exodus, chapter 24 and verse 8. Give me the book of St. Matthew, chapter 27 and verse 25. Let's see what's so important about this blood. Remember, it's a blood oath that we made, the children of Israel, with the Most High, saying that we would do everything that the Most High told us to do, right? Meaning that we were going to be obedient to His word. But we don't want to be obedient to His word. Today is the Sabbath day. There's supposed to be no buying, no selling, no working, none of that stuff. But yet, lo and behold, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, are on Hollywood and Highland like they are every Sabbath day, buying and selling, right? Read that, brother.
Then answered all the people and said, Then answered all the people and he said, His blood be on us and our children.
You see that? All the people in the audience said the same thing that they said to Moses. His blood be on us the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? The Most High's chosen people. And all of our children, right? Give me the book of Leviticus chapter 17 and verse 11. Because we're talking about a blood oath, a pact, a bond that the children of Israel made with the Most High, saying that we will be obedient, right? Read that, brother.
Leviticus chapter 17 and verse 11. For the life of the flesh is in the blood.
It's in the what?
It's in the blood.
No, it's in the flesh.
In the blood.
So the blood is your life force, right? We said to the Most High that we will give our life for YAHAWASHI because He gave our life, His life for us, right? His life for our life for His life, right? But what are we doing? We are living the life of what Babylon wants us to live, right? Walking to and from, up and down, going nowhere, right? Like you do every single week, every Sabbath day. Read that from the top again, brother.
Leviticus chapter 17 verse 11. For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your soul.
So you see that? It's the blood is used for an atonement, right? For you to say, I'm sorry, forgiveness for the things that you have done, for the things that we have done. That's what the blood is for. The blood is the life force. Finish that up, brother.
For it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul.
Give me the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 21. And we're going to read on down to 23. Right, so you see that? The so-called children of Israel, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, have made that blood oath, saying that you would do all that the Most High commanded you to do, right? And that blood was that agreement. That blood was that bond, right? That said, I will do this, that we will do this, right? But we didn't obey. Instead, we were disobedient. Read that, brother. 2nd Ezra, chapter 7. Young man, you see yourself on the sign? See you looking right there. Where would you be on that sign? Not on there? You are on there. Do you know who the Most High is? Do you believe in the Most High? Guess not. Read that, brother.
2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 21. For the Most High hath given straight commandment to such as came.
So you see that? The Most High has given straight commandments, right? That means He gave straightforward commandments on what you should do. What you need to do to receive the kingdom of heaven. What you need to do to receive the promise, right? The Most High has given us straight commandments. Read on.
What they should do to live even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment.
What you should do, this is commandments, right? Rules and regulations on what you should do to avoid punishment. Don't you want to avoid punishment from the Most High? Right? This is not the same punishment that you receive from your father, right? When you forget to take out the trash in the morning, right? This is a punishment that's way worse than that. This punishment is like the brother had read, the elder had read, it's going to be fire and famine and the teeth of wild beasts. That's the punishment that's going to come upon you so-called Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Read that again, brother, from the top.
2nd Ezra chapter 17 verse 21. For the Most High hath given His straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient.
See that? Nevertheless, the so-called Israelites, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you didn't obey. You didn't be obedient to His words, right? You did what you want to do, right? Read on.
Nevertheless, they were not obedient to Him, but spake against Him, and imagined vain things.
You imagine vain things, right? Vanity. You imagine that YAHAWASHI is this man. This was what your imagination came up with, right? Sisters, who is this right here? Who is this? It says $100. You can tell who this man is. Sister in the red. 1 second for the words of the Most High. So this is what our people did. We imagined vain things, things that will not profit us, right? Read on, brother.
And deceive themselves by their wicked deeds.
You deceived yourself by your wicked deeds. Right now, you are in deception, thinking today is not the Most High holy day, which is the Sabbath. You are deceiving yourself, thinking you can do what you want to do, that you can have whatever you like, right? You have deceived yourself with these vain things. The promises of Esau, right? The promises of the heathen nation. You have deceived yourself by worshiping and following these vain things. Read on.
Said of the Most High that he is not and knew not his way. And deceived himself by the wicked deed, and said of the Most High that he is not and knew not of his way.
Brother with the dread. Brother with the dread. So you think that the Most High does not see your way and know what's going on, right? The Most High has angels that see everything. His eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Just look at the sun right now, right? It's pretty bright. It's beaming down on us in pretty much a little after the noonday, right? The eyes of the Most High is 10 times brighter than the sun, seeing everything you do. Seeing you buying, seeing you selling, seeing you being disobedient. Give me the book of Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 2. Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 2. 1 second for the words of the Lord, brother. 1 second for the words of the Most High. We are calling our people. We are calling you in these last days to come back to the Most High and keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. Read that, brother.
Ephesians chapter 2, verse 2. And wherein time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air.
See that? You walk in according to the prince of the power of the air. That's talking about the unseen. Hold that, brother. Give me the book of St. John chapter 12 and verse 31. Let's see what the prince of the power of the air is, right? We're going to jump right back to that. So our people walk according to the prince of the power of the air. Not to MASHAYACH, YAHAWASHI, not to the Most High, but the prince of the power of the air, walking up and down Hollywood and Highland, right? Read that, brother.
John 12, verse 31. Now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out. And I, if I be lifted up from this earth, will draw all men unto me.
So the prince of the power of this world. Let's see who the prince of the power of this world is. Give me the book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11. So we're trying to figure out who is the prince of the power of the air. It took us to the prince of the power of this world, right? Let's see who this is actually talking about. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11 and 12.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, yet that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against power, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
So you see that? The prince of the power of the air is spiritual powers in high places. The people that you can't see, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the people you can't get close to. This is the prince of the power of the air. The prince of the power of the air has you walking up and down, buying on the Sabbath day, right? So you're not following the power of the Most High, right? The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You're following the prince and the power of Satan, right? Jump back over to Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 2. So now that we know who the prince of the power of the air is.
Ephesians 2 and 2. Where in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, among whom also we all had our conversation in times past in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others.
See that? So now we have taken on the nature of the children of wrath, right? Feeding our own lust, our own desire, doing pretty much what we want to do, being disobedient, following the ways of the heathen, right? That's around about us. That's what the children of Israel have taken on. The prince of the power of the air, right? Give me the book of Romans chapter 5 and verse 19. Romans chapter 5 and verse 19. Because right now on the Sabbath day, I see the children of Israel following the course of the prince of the power of the air, which teaches you disobedience.
Romans chapter 9, verse 15. Romans chapter 5, verse 19. For as by one man's disobedience, many were made sinners. So by the obedience of one shall many be made righteous.
See that? By one man's disobedience, many were made sinners. Jump up to verse 14 to see who that one man was. That was the first one to be disobedient. I believe it's verse 14.
Nevertheless, death reigned from Adam to Moses, even over them that had not sinned, after the multitude of Adam's transgression, who is the figure of them that was to come.
See that? So one man's disobedience, because of Adam's disobedience, now all are sinners now, right? This is what we have to do. We have to drop the way of that one man and follow the second Adam, who is MASHAYACH YAHAWASHI, right? Read Romans chapter 5, verse 19 again.
Whereas by one man's disobedience, many were made sinners. So by the obedience of one shall many be made righteous.
So you remember that back in the day when you were little, a kid, right? And you was with your cousins and stuff like that, and you got punished for breaking that vase, and you know it wasn't you, but your grandma said, if you don't tell me who broke this vase, boy, all y'all gonna get it, right? That's one person, you know, right? Check your head, right? So one man's disobedience, we all get punished. We all are getting punished for the transgressions of Adam, right? Give me the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3. Right? Because you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the ones that have been disobedient. We are the ones that need to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments and keep the faith of the Most High. Right? Read that.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after flesh.
You see that? So though we walk in the flesh, we're not beating ourselves up, right? We're not beating, it's a spiritual thing. It starts all with yourself first, the spirit. It starts with your thoughts, the way you think, the actions that you do. And then you commit those actions, and then it leads to disobedience, right? Read that again, brother.
For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, to the pulling down of strongholds.
That's what we out here trying to do. We're trying to pull down strongholds, right? These strongholds that are on your mind. What are the strongholds that are on your mind, right? It's telling you that you are a so-called Mexican, not knowing your identity, saying that you're Hispanic. What Hispanic means pertaining to Spain, or property of Spain. That's a stronghold that's on your mind. Hey, Primo. See that? So that's a stronghold that's on our mind. We can't even look at our brothers to understand what's going on. Just understand that we're not Hispanic, right? To understand that we're not black, that these are colors, right? That we are not Native American Indians, which is nothing but it means savage, right? Read verse 40.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, to the pulling down of strongholds.
So the first and foremost, in order to put on those weapons, you have to first know who you are. After you know who you are, you have to know who are you fighting for. You're fighting for SHAM, MASHAYACH YAHAWASHI. You are fighting for a spot in the kingdom, right? But we don't care about fighting for a spot in the kingdom. Hey, brother, give me 1 second, brother. 1 second for the words of the Most High. Right? Let me ask you a quick question. What can the Most High not do? What can the Most High not do? You, brother. I mean, y'all can't even talk to your brother anymore? Give me the book of Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 18. I'm going to show you what the Most High cannot do. Hebrews 6 and 18.
Hebrews chapter 6, verse 18, that by two immutable things, in which it is impossible for the Most High to lie.
You see that? It is impossible for the Most High to lie. Which means what? We need to be listening to the words that come out of the Holy Scriptures, right? Because it's impossible for him to tell a lie. So we should follow a person that's not going to lie to us. We should follow that and hold fast to that and hold tight to that, knowing that the Most High will not tell us a lie. And what we are reading is out of the Bible. It is not telling us a lie on who the children of Israel are. It's telling us not a lie on these prophecies. It's telling us not a lie on what we should do in these last days to prepare ourselves. Right? Go back to the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 5. So it's impossible for the Most High to tell a lie.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of MASHAYACH.
See that? So we got to bring into captivity. I mean, you got to put a headlock. We got to put a headlock on the devil. We got to put a headlock on our wicked thoughts, right? And not let it go. You know, we need to put that strong vice grip. Put in captivity. Put it into the figure. Put it in a figure for these vain, these mortal thoughts of man. That's what we need to do, right? Read that verse again, brother.
Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of MASHAYACH.
See that? We got to bring into captivity every vain thought. Bring it under subjection. Bring it under obedience. Whatever it says.
And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
See that? The Most High is ready to revenge all disobedience. But first, he has to seal the elect. He has to seal 1/3 of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? He has to seal the 144,000. And once you are sealed into that obedience, then the ones who are disobedient are going to face the wrath. Read the last part of that again, brother, verse 6.
And having a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
So he's ready. MASHAYACH YAHAWASHI is sitting on the right-hand side of the Most High, ready. He's saying, Father, when are you going to let me go down there and revenge my brothers, my brethren, my sisters? When are you going to send me down there? He's ready to get it popping with Michael the Archangel, right? Raphael, all the prayers of the saints are being carried to the Most High by the Archangel Raphael. And the saints are praying. Give me actually Tobit chapter 12, verse 15. The saints are praying daily for the Most High to send down his Son to deliver us, right? Check this out, right? This is Tobit chapter 12 and verse 15, I believe.
Tobit chapter 12, verse 15. I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels, which present the prayers of the saints, and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One.
You see that? So Raphael is presenting the prayers of the saints, right, to the Most High, right? So all the prayers of the elect, the ones who are being obedient to his word. Give me Revelation 8 and 4. The ones that are being obedient to his word are able to present these prayers to him, because the Most High is not hearing the prayers of sinners. The Most High is not hearing the prayers of sinners, but of the righteous elect of Israel, right?
Revelation chapter 8, verse 4. And the smoke of the incense which came with the prayers of the saints ascended up before the Most High out of the angel's hand.
You see that? So the prayers of the saints, and we already been through who the prayers of the saints are, right? Or who the saints are, right? The saints are those who made a sacrifice by fire unto the Most High. Right? Give me that in Psalms chapter 50 and verse 5. The elder brought out Psalms 148 and verse 14. Let's bring out the other part of that. Psalms chapter 50 and verse 5.
Psalms chapter 50, verse 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by a sacrifice.
See that? The only ones that made a covenant by sacrifice is the elect, right? We read that earlier in the book of Exodus chapter 24 and verse 8. You brothers see yourself on that sign? See yourself on that sign? Where would you be on the sign? Give me 1 minute. 1 minute for the words of the Most High. Just 1 minute. Y'all got that? Just 1 minute. 1 second. So let me ask you this. Do you know any commandments of the Most High? Commandments, right? Like things what you should do to make the Most High happy, to please the Most High? Okay, let me ask you this real quick. Do you eat El Pastor? You eat El Pastor. Okay, let me show you one commandment real quick. Give me the book of Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7. So, do you love the Most High? Yeah. Okay, read this real quick.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine,
so the swine, El Pastor, right?
though he divided the hood and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So you see that the swine, El Pastor, pork, is unclean to you. Do you think you can stop eating pork for the Most High? Okay, all praise to the Most High. Let me ask you this. Now, do you eat shrimp, crab, and lobster? You do. Give me the book of, turn on to verse 9 real quick.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, and in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So you're going to eat what has fins and scales in the waters. So no more eating crab, no more eating lobster, no more eating shrimp. You can't have that no more, brother. You think you can stop eating that? Give me the book of Psalms chapter 104 and verse 25. You better catch up with them. I know you got a cell phone. Give me 104 and 25. Psalms 104.
Psalms chapter 104, verse 25. So is this great and wide sea, wherein are things creeping innumerable, but both small and great beasts.
So you see that in the sea, there's a lot of creepy, crawly things, innumerable, meaning there's a lot of it. There's a lot of stuff you can eat, like the shrimp, right? Has the same biological as the cockroach. Now, would you pick up a cockroach and eat it? What about one of those really big ones that can fly and glide? Or when you go inside of the kitchen and you turn on that light and they just scatter everywhere. Would you eat that? So when you eat shrimp, that's the same thing as eating a cockroach. So we have to know that the sea has a lot of creepy, crawly things innumerable in it that we cannot eat. So do you think you can stop eating that for the Most High? Okay, all praises to the Most High. Now, let me ask you, have you ever heard any of this before? Have you ever heard any of this before that you're not supposed to eat this stuff? Heard about the pork? Okay, so no more pork and no more shrimp, crab, and lobster. Let me ask you this, how old are you? 15? Do you plan on getting any tattoos at all? No, that's good. All right, no sign. So the reason why, if you look at this sign over here, the reason why that happened to us, you see that sign over there? The so-called Mexican on the side, on the corner being hung. Do you know why that happened to us? It's because we broke the Most High's laws. We were disobedient. Give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. So we must return back now and be obedient to the Most High.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command this day, and all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So you see that? So because we didn't listen to the Most High, we have now been cursed as a people. Jump down to verse 46.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So you see that? These curses are going to be us for a sign. How do we know that we're on Hollywood and Highland? How do we know that? How do we know that we are on Hollywood and Highland? Because of the sign right here. It's a sign that says Highland right here, a sign that says Hollywood. This is how we know where we're at, right? So how we know who the children of Israel are by the curses. That's how we identify that, right? So these signs are going to be on the children of Israel to know who you are, who they are. So you actually be an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar, right? Jump down to verse 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Most High shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst.
So you see that? The Most High is going to send his enemies against us in hunger and in thirst. Whenever you want to buy water. See, I know you can't move nowhere because the Most High got you stuck right here. You are supposed to hear this. They ain't going nowhere, brother. It's going to be here. The Most High is not always going to have brothers on the corners teaching you who you are. We are in the last days right here. So it says you're going to serve the enemies in what?
In hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness.
So you see that? In hunger and in thirst. So when you want something to eat, you have to go to your enemies for that. When you want something to drink, like water, you have to go to your enemies when water falls freely from the sky. Hold that real quick. Give me the book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse 4. Lamentations 5 and 4. So in hunger and in thirst, we're going to serve our enemies.
Lamentations 5 and verse 4. We have drunken our water for money.
We have drunken our water for what?
We have drunken our water for money.
So whenever you want to buy something like water, you have to go to your enemies. Read on.
Our wood is sold unto us.
Our wood, meaning these houses and stuff, they're sold into us. When California used to belong to the Aztec, all of California up to, I believe all up to Utah, was all your land, right? So we have drunken our water for money. Now go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Because see, the Bible is a puzzle. And we actually have to put the pieces of the puzzle together. First and foremost, we have to see who the Bible is actually written to. Read verse 48 again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Wherefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Most High shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he hath destroyed thee.
So if you look at this picture right here, that's the North American Indian, right? And the so-called black man, right? We had yokes of iron put around our neck, right? And we had that yoke of iron put on our neck until we were destroyed. Meaning, once we were destroyed, not knowing who we are as a people, they took it off of us, right? And now we call ourselves Mexican, we call ourselves black, we call ourselves Native American. We are actually the Most High's chosen people, right? So, let me ask you this before you leave, right? Give me 3 things that you learned in this short period of time. Right? Speak up, you're a man, brother.
Because basically, we need work.
Right.
Also,
Right. Right.
Basically,
Yeah, we are the Most High's chosen people. So all praises to the Most High. So we have to return back to His law, statutes, and commandments. So those are a few commandments, a few curses that you have learned. And that one took a few minutes, brother. The elder has a flyer back there for you. I know you have to go, but if you want to stay, you can stay and get some more. But you are the Most High's chosen people. So share that with your friend over there. Check out the YouTube page and learn who you are in these last days. Because we are living in these last days. You see what's going on. You turn on the news, you listen to the radio. All hell is pretty much breaking loose, right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and is very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
You see that? So the man that is tender and very delicate among you now has an evil eye. We used to be able to speak to one another. I'm like, how you doing, brother? How's your mom doing? Can I get you something from the store? Now we have an evil eye amongst one another. How are we living in Mexico? Have you been to Mexico? No? How are we living in Mexico when you turn on the TV? Are we living good? Is it paradise there? It's not, right? And the reason why is because we broke the Most High's commandments, right? So we have an evil eye towards our brother. Meaning we have cartel crime, right? We have black on black crime, right? That's because we have broken the Most High's law, so He has now cursed us. Read on.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
You see that? So who's known for actually leaving their children? What group of people? Our people, right? Yeah, the father's not around. You know, he's either dead, he's in jail, or he just can't deal with it no more. He just leaves his family. That's a curse that we go through as a group of people, right? Give me the book of, give me Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Leviticus 19 and 17. So we can break that curse of having EY and gang violence.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17.
Now this is another commandment.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and suffer sin upon it. Not suffer sin upon it.
You see that? So that's how we break that curse, is by loving our brother, telling him where he's going off at, telling him what's wrong and everything, right? Read on.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, and I am the Most High.
See that? So these are easy, simple commandments for us to be obedient, loving one another. What's so hard about that? That will stop gang violence overnight. If we just obey that one commandment, right? All praise to the Most High, that the young brother, he was able to hear that. Hopefully the seed was dropped and the Most High water and give us the increase. Go back to 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 6. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 6.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 6. And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
What's going on, brother? Let me ask y'all brothers this. I asked this question earlier today. What can the Most High not do? Save everyone? Okay, that's a good one. Give me Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 18. So check this out right here. Y'all believe in the Most High? So y'all the second, we go ask this question.
Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 18. That by two immutable things in which it was impossible for the Most High to lie.
You see that? It is impossible for the Most High to tell a lie. Right? So who did this happen to right here? Happened to us, right? Let me show you all that in the Bible. It's a sign down there with the slave ships on it, right? That's not a lie. That actually happened to us, right? Let me show you that the Most High said that was going to happen to us. Because remember, it's impossible for him to tell a lie. Give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, and it's jump down to the bottom class 28 and 68.
The Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So hold on. It said the Most High will bring them into Egypt again with ships. Now, do y'all got like a dollar bill on y'all? You got a dollar bill? Let me see a dollar bill. So look on the back of that dollar bill. Let's turn it around. So it says that, oh yeah, you can record, brother. So you see on the dollar bill, what is that? It's a pyramid. Why is there a pyramid on a US dollar bill? Does that make sense? So read that again.
And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, we all know that pyramids are in Egypt, right? So the people that built the pyramids in Egypt was us. They came to Israel, to actually the west coast of Africa, to grab the children who did this right here, right? So Egypt actually means slavery. It's a code word for slavery. So bring thee into slavery again. On what?
With ships.
With ships. We didn't get here on a scooter. We didn't get here on an airplane. The Most High says it's impossible for him to tell a lie. This has actually happened. This is biblical prophecy right here. Right, read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
He said, so how I said it's going to happen, it's how it's going to happen, right?
Thou shalt see it no more again.
We will not see our homeland again, right? Which is Israel.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemy.
Sold into our friends.
For bondmen and
No, we will be sold to our friends.
to our enemy.
No, to our best friends.
To our enemy.
What does the Most High call these people right here? No, but what did the Most High call them?
Our enemy.
What did the Most High call them? Right, so we will be sold to our enemies, right? Everyone is not our friend. The Most High said we'll be sold into our enemies for what?
For bondmen and bondwomen.
So for bondmen, meaning slave man and slave woman.
And no man shall buy you.
Meaning nobody's going to redeem us except for Christ, who the world calls Christ, who is MASHAYACH, YAHAWASHI. right? So actually, in the beginning, it's impossible for the Most High to tell a lie. Now, why did this happen to us?
I understand, I guess I'm disobeyed.
Right. Give me the book of chapter 4, verse 6. So yeah, you are exactly right. Let's read that out of the Bible. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved to the Most High to wrath.
See that? We were sold because we made the Most High angry. Give me the book of Judges chapter 2 and verse 14. We made the Most High angry. That's why he sold us. That's as a punishment.
Judges chapter 2, verse 14. And the anger of the Most High was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of the spoilers that spoiled them.
You see that? So, is that it on?
And he sold them into the hands of their enemies round about, so that they could not any longer stand before the enemies.
So you see that? We were sold to the Most High because we did not obey him. We broke his law, statutes, and commandments. Now, do you know any commandments of the Most High? Because if we were disobedient, we now must become obedient. So do you know any commandments? Help him out, brother. Okay. Okay, that's a few commandments, that's good. So let me ask you this real quick. Do y'all eat pork? We eat pork? What about you? No bacon? No pepperoni pizza? None of that? Muslim? Okay. So, do you love the Most High? Okay, now I'll say it. Give me the book of Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7. So your brother, he on the right path, not eating pork, right?
Leviticus chapter 11 and 7. And the swine, though he divides the hood.
So the swine, what swine? Pork, right? So the swine, although he divided the hood, and what else?
And be cloven-footed,
okay.
Yea, he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So the pig is an unclean animal. The pig will eat another pig. The pig eats feces, and the pig will actually eat a dead body. If you want to get rid of a body, throw it into the pig pen. It'll eat anything. So do you think you can stop eating pork for the Most High? No more pepperoni, pork chop, scrapple, hog maw. Okay? Okay, fasting, right? Supposed to fast. Right. Now let me ask y'all this. Do y'all eat shrimp, crab, and lobster? All praises. Right. What about you?
Yeah. I don't eat red meat and pork.
Okay, so you eat like crab and stuff?
I eat seafood, chicken.
So we can eat seafood, but it's a certain type of seafood we can eat. We can eat fish. Read that there.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 10 or 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever hath fins and scales in the water.
So we gotta eat whatever has fins and scales. Right? What else?
In the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So you see that? We only eat stuff that has fins and scales. Now I just showed the brother that came up here this picture right here. That's a picture of a cockroach. Now I know y'all won't eat a cockroach. You better than that, right? Right, we can't eat that stuff. Cockroaches, we can't eat shrimp, we can't eat crab, we can't have no crab. Right, so the reason why the waters are so dirty is because we eat all the bottom feeders. We pull them out and we put them on our plate and we say that this is good eating. Right, when the Most High said that's an abominable food that we cannot touch. Give me that again in Psalms chapter 104 and verse 25. So there's a lot of things inside of the water, a lot of creepy, crawly things in the water that we can't eat. One of that being the shrimp, crab, lobster. What else is inside there? Psalms chapter 104 verse 25. So there's a lot of things in the water that keep the ocean clean that we can't eat.
Psalms chapter 104, verse 25. So this is great and wide sea.
So this is a great and wide sea. The ocean is big, right? It's huge. That's the most little known place is the ocean, right?
Wherein are things creeping and innumerable.
So there are a lot of creepy, crawly things in the ocean, like sea orchids, right? We can't eat that stuff. So y'all both think y'all can stop eating that? I know you said you're allergic. Can you stop eating that? Shrimp, crab, and lobster? Stop eating that all praise to the Most High. Now I see you got some tattoos. I got tattoos too. Do y'all plan on getting any more tattoos? No? You do? Give me Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 29. Leviticus 19:29. So we are holy. Our body is a holy temple, right? This body is actually on lease from the Most High. We're renting it out. Like, it's our flesh, right? So we wouldn't actually buy or we wouldn't rent a car from like Enterprise, smoke them all in it, you know, kick the back seat, and then return it back to the rental car place. They're not going to take it. So why do we do this for the Most High, right?
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead,
So we're not supposed to cut ourselves for the dead, right?
nor print any marks upon you. I am the Most High.
So we can't print any marks upon us. That's tattoos. We can't defile our temple. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 10. So we can cut ourselves. Do y'all brothers smoke? Smoke stuff? Okay. What about you? Smoke? Do you smoke, brother? Do you smoke like anything? Hookah, marijuana, anything? So for smoking, that's also our body, our temple, right? Read that real quick.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 10. Nor these. 1 Corinthians.
Because we are a holy temple, we can't pollute our temple.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High?
Your body is the temple of the Most High. It's a sacred holy body, right? It's the temple of the Most High. Read on.
And that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you.
So the Spirit of the Most High actually dwells in each one of you brothers' body, right? So if you're smoking, the Spirit of the Most High can't dwell in it, right? That's why you start coughing when you smoke. You're like, that's your body rejecting it. That's not because the weed is good. It's because your body's actually rejecting the weed smoke because it's unnatural. Read on.
For the temple of the Most High is holy. If any man shall defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy.
You see that? The Most High says you defile this temple, he will destroy you. And that can be any way. That can be with lung cancer, you know, that can be with your house. You forget to put out your blunt and your house catch on fire and stuff like that. Give me the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 11. So the Most High can destroy you easily because of smoking weed, right? And just because it doesn't happen fast, that doesn't mean it's not going to come over time, right?
Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is only set in them to do evil.
You see that? Because it doesn't happen right away. Like, man, I haven't touched lung cancer yet, right? I haven't got sick yet. We keep on smoking thinking it's okay. But the Most High said he will destroy us, so you think you can stop smoking marijuana? I know it's a gradual thing, you know? Right. So, do you deal with like an ailment or something, the reason why you have to smoke weed? Right. So we can't do that. We got to actually be obedient to the Most High. That's the only way we're going to make it into the kingdom, right? That's promised to us. Now, let me ask y'all 3 questions real quick. Give me 3 commandments that y'all learned in this short period of time. Right, well, they don't say thou shalt not smoke weed, but we can't defile our body. Right. Right. So now, to help y'all remember these commandments, do you see the bottom of our shirt? The bottom of the brother's shirt right here, the elder shirt right here? Do y'all know what this is? These are what you call these are forget-me-nots. So you won't forget to you won't break the Most High's law. Give me the book, give me Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. So today is the Sabbath day, right? We know it's the Sabbath day by these fringes. They're one reminder to keep the commandments that say it's the Sabbath day. Not eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. These fringes right here remind us about the commandments, right? Let's read that.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make the fringes in the borders of their garment throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So these are fringes. It don't matter what color your fringes are, but you must have a ribbon of blue, which symbolizes royalty. Because we are a royal priesthood of kings, right, and princesses. So we have to keep these commandments in these last days right here, right? Do y'all brothers have any questions at all? Give me Exodus 20 and 2. So the brother asks, how do we know what the Sabbath day is? Because some people, they celebrate the Sabbath day tomorrow. You got a phone on you? Yeah. Go to your calendar on your phone real quick. Sorry, 20 and 8.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou work and labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Most High thy power. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So the Sabbath day is actually the 7th day. Now, that's the first day of the week. Right, and you count from there 7 days. So today is the Sabbath day, the 7th day. Give me the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, and verse 10. So on the Sabbath day, we're not supposed to do any buying, any selling, any working, anything of that nature.
Cooking,
Cooking, any of that.
so we fast on that day as well. If you want to, you don't have to. You just prepare stuff like tuna fish sandwiches, cold cuts, or whatever you have.
Okay, read that verse.
You know,
start at verse 16.
Warm it up in the fire. Right.
So check this out, Brother Ray. This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, and verse 16.
Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 16. There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish.
So the men of Tyre are Africans, right? This is actually other nations, right? They brought fish. Now our people love fish. The black man loves frying some fish, you know, getting some bread, putting on the fish and whatnot. The Africans knew this, right? Read on.
And all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah.
So they sold this fish and all manner of stuff to the children of Judah on the Sabbath day, right? Read on.
And in Jerusalem. And I contended with the nobles of Judah, and said unto them, what evil thing is this that ye do, and profane the Sabbath day?
So they said it's an evil thing to buy and sell on the Sabbath day. We're not supposed to do that, right? Read on.
Did not your fathers thus, and did not our power bring all this evil upon us?